This series was started with a bunch of GTI-badge cars, which are mostly uncommon. That badge is more popular than you would think, and the GTI is an exception either. While there are cars you should already know, this list also features those you may not have heard of before. Rover 220 GTI Turbo. Nicknamed as Tomcat in pre-production, the 220 GTI Turbo was amazingly fast in the 90s, considering its high power output and fairly low weight. The Rover featured a torsion diff, revised suspension, and grippy tires, so it wasn't only quick in straight lines. Peugeot 306 GTI-6. The 306 GTI-6 was the top-of-the-range model featuring a powerful XU 4-pot engine with Magneti-Marelli fuel injection. It provided good mid-range torque, and with a close ratio of 6-speed manual gearbox, hence the 6 number in the name, it wasn't a slow car. Notice that Peugeot uses the lowercase I in the GTI logo. Volkswagen Golf GTI Clubsport S. Let's be honest, the GTI from Wolfsburg is the most known of them all. This model first appeared in 1976 with a fuel-injected 1.8-liter engine. Today it tops out as one of the fastest front-wheel driven cars on the Nürburgring. Speaking about the GTI Clubsport S, which has the uprated EA888 2-liter turbo engine and no rear seats. Nissan Pulsar GTi-R. Being powered by the famous SR20 DET, the Sunny or Pulsar GTi-R offered a fantastic and very powerful engine installed in the fairly compact body of a hatchback. Combined with an Atesa source all-wheel drive system, as a used car, it is a very tempting package and therefore not really affordable actually. Peugeot 309 GTI. The 309 model was actually the predecessor of the 306 one. It also featured a fuel-injected XU engine, but with a smaller displacement. They say that it was the class-leading hot hatch, or shall I say hot liftback, back then with a superbly balanced chassis setup. Maserati 3500 GTI. The Maserati 3500 GT was a beautiful Grand Tour, who would that say, right? The straight 6 engine was equipped with a Weber carburetor, but in the GTI version they swapped it for a Lucas fuel injection, introducing the first Italian fuel-injected production car. Not only that, it brought some more horses. Suzuki Swift GTI. The Swift GTI could be considered as the predecessor of the Swift Sport, which today is one of the smallest and slowest fun-to-drive hatchbacks. The GTI had a respectable output out of its 1.3-liter engine, and with such a low weight, you couldn't really want more. Well, you could, but you know what I mean. Peugeot 205 GTI. The Peugeot 205 GTI needs no basic introduction. It is said to be one of the best hot hatches ever built, and people simply take off their heads and show huge respect to it, no matter the engine inside it. Who wanted more? The Gutmann tuner offered a couple more horsepower gains. Ford Escort GTI. The Ford Escort name is most commonly known in connection with Cosworth. However, a while after the Cosworth discontinuation, the GTI came out as a more affordable, sporty-oriented Escort with a 1.8-liter Z-Tech engine. It was the only Ford GTI sold in Europe. Rover 114 GTI 16 valve. The 114 GTI is also known as the Metro GTI. Its horsepower output varies from website to website and from 90 up to 103 horsepower. Reviewers mention that the engine is very lively and, thanks to well-geared 5-speed manual, reasonably quick for its parameters. But the steering could have been better. CitroenBX GTI. The CitroenBX is quite famous for its hydropneumatic suspension on both axles. It rises from the ground after startup, and the 16-valve GTI version also had this system. There was the 1.9-liter Peugeot engine packing 160 horsepower. The model was fitted with Recaro seats and front ventilated disc brakes. Mitsubishi Colt GTI. Back in time, when Mitsubishi were actually building some of the coolest cars, they also had a performance Colt in the lineup. It was sold for more than just one generation. This later one had a larger 4G93 engine. Within this video topic, the Peugeot 106 GTI, Proton Satria GTI, and Volkswagen Polo GTI also deserve a mention.